telling me that, well, yeah, I can understand that she was getting enough, like, she was getting enough of it, but... So she killed her 2 parents, and then she got a knife or something and cut a smile in their face?
I think it's worse. I think that she cut the entire faces off and then just imagined they were smiling or something.
uh,
This backstory is really fucked up. This
and
definitely.
John can't look at it until later.
We're gonna look at it right now.
I mean, we already saw, but like...
All right, I won't look until later. Thank you so much for being so open. She dashed at him. Dashed. Yeah. Anyway, she dashed out of my house before I could respond. Her form disappeared into the frozen wasteland, slamming the door behind her. What? She just yeeted herself out the house?
Yeah, yeet.
I sat stunned for a good minute. Where the hell did that come from? She hadn't even taken her coat with her. A coat. Imagining her in just a t-shirt and that brutal cold made me want to run after her. But I knew she was gone long. She was long gone by that point.
Let's not forget that she left something.
Oh, yeah. It was now way past 12 o'clock. The school would have been called by now about my absence if it had been a school day. I let myself relax a little. But it wasn't quite enough. This entire day was just too much to handle. Maybe I was worrying too much. Oh. Pfft, do chemistry homework? Hell no.
Screw chemistry.
Yes.
Chemistry was a nightmare. Maybe check on your friend?
Okay.
I mean, yeah. You haven't texted him in a long time.
Yeah. I pulled up my... Yeah, did we even text back after he texted us?
Yeah, we didn't text back. Nope. You were just trying to keep her calm, and then it was just that.
I pulled out my phone, quickly sending Max another text. That would have to do for now. Now all I could do was wait.
Are we gonna have to do chemistry homework later?
No.
Would you rather do homework first and then watch TV, or watch TV and then do chemistry homework?
See, if this was me, I'm stupid, so like I usually would just do the same thing. Like I would do them both. Is there anything good on TV though?
I hope. You're watching Disney Channel.
God damn it!
It's Animu.
Oh, it is. Wait, what is it? Anything? Oh, I think they just made it up.
Yeah, I think they made it up too.
I sat on the couch, mindlessly flicking through the channels. There was nothing good on. I will say right now that the one with the chains looks kind of interesting. The one with the white figure, the one with whatever the fuck that robot is, looks kind of cool. So I don't know what you're talking about. My phone suddenly buzzed. Could that be Max? Pulling out my phone, I realized it had just run out of batteries. Ugh.
Oh crap.
This had gone far enough. Even if there was school today, Max would have been home by now. For him to keep this joke up for so long. Use your landline to call his house directly, or check to see if your landline has any messages.
If we call him, do you think we'll hear screaming? Because, like, do you think that's where Sarah ran off to do?
Yes!
Oh no. Don't call him senpai, I'm busy trying to mutilate his body.
Oh, that's fine. I'll call you later. What?
Love you.
Groaning, I stood up and picked up my phone, my house phone. I punched in his number and brought the phone to my ear. Dial tone. I tried again. Dial tone. Frustrated, I looked at the monitor. No service, it read. What? It was a landline. How is it even possible?
Or
Must have something to do with the storm. Ugh. I suddenly realized that I should have been checking the news. They would hopefully have information about the possibility of school tomorrow. At this rate, the storm was going. It wasn't likely.
what I don't get is how is he watching TV if the landline isn't working?
Good question. See,
I asked too many questions that break.
although it might be like satellite or something, I don't know.
Actually, that's true though.
I flipped to the channel. Okay.
Oh, that was...
Wait, CNN bus massacre. My heart practically stopped. I only heard the tail end. Ah, shit, this music. I'll just read this. Not releasing images or further details regarding the bus incident. And then the camera switched and they began talking about highway conditions.
Oh, the atmosphere.
I know. I know. Just this little background too. Oh god.
Oh.
I felt an absolutely horrible sickness gripping me. It couldn't be. Could it? Surely that dialogue that I heard couldn't have been about... That would be ridiculous. I wasn't even sure what I heard. I was definitely overreacting. After all... someone could have called me worried about the massacre. School didn't report me absent. Max was just playing a joke. Yeah, Max was just playing a joke, having a whole entire news station just say, "Oh yeah, there's a bus massacre going on."
He did. Thing is, I'm confused. Why would someone call you about the massacre if they didn't know you?
Yeah.
I feel like it would be like more wiser to like say school didn't report me absent, unless you want to like humor yourself and be like, Max was just playing a joke.
Dude, Max was just playing a joke. Then why did he ever text back? Oh.
Oh, is he asking all these questions? Oh.
School didn't report me absent. That's because my house phone isn't getting service. Someone would have called me, worried about the massacre. Not if the police aren't releasing details about where and when it took place. Nothing I said to myself made me feel any better. Oh, that makes sense. That's how it was in the story. I tried in vain to calm myself down, but quickly realized that I had to know for sure. The house shook with gusts of wind, tremors being sent down send down every dark hallway. Sent down every dark hallway. Whoa.
The atmosphere just got so bad.
I thought there was somebody sitting right there.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like a Lego or something.
I think we're like overly paranoid now, because how would you feel if there's a massacre of your school? Wait, is it saying massacre like a bus got in a crash, or like the bus was raided?
I think they're saying that like the bus like I think they're saying like a lot of people were like killed on the bus accident or something.
Oh, that's so sad. Okay.
I stood up from my couch slowly, glancing at the snow beginning to plaster the windows. Although gray and dull, the flakes seemed to glow against the oppressive darkness as nighttime fell. I secured every layer I could find, grabbing my flashlight and taking several deep breaths. The frigid night air seemed to ripple with heat distortion as the door swung open. I locked the door behind me and fumbled the keys into my pocket with shaking hands. I began walking the route the bus would have taken, my pace slow. The sickness growing worse with every crunch of snow under my feet. The dim light from my house was becoming more and more distant, disappearing altogether as I turned the corner. It was now just me and the flurry of snow. The skeletal trees surrounding me groaned against the wind. Their twisted black shapes were silhouetted against the deep blue hue of the night. I hadn't seen another house for some time now. The families in my neighborhood were exceedingly spread apart, and the empty stretches of roads seemed to snake on forever at points. More often than not, the snowplows didn't even find the time to drive as deep as in the community as I was going. I slowly came to a stop, hesitating, shaking my heart. Keep going or turn back? It's an option to turn back?
I guess so. But wasn't he curious about the...
Yeah, that's where we'll quick save.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop here. I had come this far. It was snowing quite heavily, but I was still quite certain that I'd be able to faintly see the tracks of the bus as if it had driven anywhere.
You are filled with determination.
Yup. Despite this, I hadn't seen its tracks in over a mile. Ordinary cars rarely ever drove up the way I was walking. And yet, I noticed that the roadway was layered with tracks of smaller vehicles. They looked fresh. That's when I saw something up ahead, barely visible in the haze. Oh God. Lights, flashing red and blue, just around the next bend. Whatever sanity I had left was quickly draining. Let's go. I approached the lights and peeked around the corner. Holy shit! There, surrounded by ambulances and police cars, a mangled mess of metal and shattered glass, sat the bus had been taking for nearly 4 years. The windows were caked with blood, which was still a dark crimson red, perfectly preserved in the cold. The once hot, steaming liquid had frozen solid to the splintered glass, encircling small, bullet-sized holes. The ambulance were stuffed with body bags as the surrounding street was scattered with a few severed limbs.
Holy cow.
I swore I could see...
I
know!
Discovery?
It's a spirit pollution noise. I swore I could see steam softly rising from the dead white appendages, as they were ever so slowly covering in drifting snow. Covered. There were several police officers conversing amongst themselves. No, it doesn't look like that. It looks like it's just alone.
Oh my gosh.
Surely it couldn't be caught here. I looked downright suspicious. Was it worth listening closer?
Well, I'm really curious, but at the same time, if he's gonna look suspicious... I mean, you saved this, right?
No, I did.
Yeah.
I snuck slightly closer, carefully measuring my steps. I could only make out a few words and jumbled phrases. Hacksaw.
Removed post-mortem.
A few pieces.
Missing.
One of them suddenly stood upright, gaze darting around the surrounding area. I staggered back, blind terror forcing me into retreat. I began sprinting back to my house. Oh God, it looks dark now.
He's terrified.
Jesus. I was trying to keep my stomach down as my heart lurched rapidly. I reached my front door and frantically fumbled for my key. What?
I read ahead and I thought that said kinky darkness.
Oh damn, this darkness is really kinky. I reached my front door and frantically fumbled for the key with my numb fingers, looking behind me into the inky darkness. I finally got the key in the lock and turned it, but suddenly a knock on the glass, coming from above me. Looking up slowly, heart pounding. There in the window above me, the window to my room. I couldn't see much of anything. The light was off, which was a problem, because I knew I'd left it on. Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Fuck! Did you see that?
Yeah, and I don't want to see it again. I'm gonna eat some chocolate now.
Yes. Was that Sarah? The realization made me stumble back, fear negating my ability to breathe for a second. Her face had been pressed up against the glass. But it was so wrong, horrific.
Sir, you're making all the wrong moves, honey. You're not supposed to press your face against the glass. You're not even supposed to be in the house.
Yeah, and especially having like gouged out eyes and the weird void of a mouth. What that mouth do though, but had that horrible gut-wrenching smile on her face. How the hell did she even get in? Oh god, I swallowed hard. Don't ever say that ever again. Sirens droned behind me in the distance. It was time to make a choice. I could run back to police, save myself, put this entire thing behind me. Never learn anything about what happened here on this cold day. Or I could go inside. The choices are yours and yours alone. Okay, what? Wait, what?
Why the heck would you go inside after you've seen something so creepy?
Also, why is there why is Santa Claus outside?
Wait, what?
Santa, you hear the jingle bells?
Oh yeah, now I do. Wait, Kami, did you just say jingle bells?
You know what? Okay.
Wait, did he say?
Yes. So you want to run back?
What if he accidentally gets hit by a police car?
Good.
At least he'll be somewhat safe.
It's better than whatever the freak would happen if he went back in the house.
Instant death.
Yeah, no. I can't do that. If I wanted to be safe, I would have run away a long time ago. It was time to finish this. No way am I gonna bitch out like this. I've done my whole life. It's time to go inside. Oh, you're just gonna ignore what I just said?
Wait, did you choose the police?
Yes. Wait,
Did
hold
he
on.
seriously just say that?
Run back to police. Yeah.
Are you serious?
He just ignores you.
This is like every dumb person in a horror movie.
What the freak, dude?